streaming.
Ah. Ah, we're live.
Ooh,
Ah, finally.
great.
Always the same. When I start saying no, we cannot do this. It's not working. Plop, and suddenly it works.
Yeah, nice. And I think that YouTube agrees that we are live.
Well, that's fine because I'm not wanting to do this again.
No.
But let's do the intro again. Hi everyone, welcome to a No Foxes and some coffee. I've got coffee. Do you have coffee?
I have my coffee mug.
Ah, okay. No Foxes, all coffee. And yes, that's correct, Doctor. You don't see me, which I am going to address in the intro, which I'm doing right now. As keen observers can note, there's only two of us. And that's due to a visit from Aunt Rona. Which means that one of us is currently not available due to illness.
Yep.
And that means I am currently streaming from my own home in Ada right now instead of with Els. Which means I have only part of my equipment with me. So yeah, Els has the Rona. And it isn't an easy one for her. So...
No. And, maybe she will at some point come by during the chat, but don't really. Well, we're just going to try to let her take some rest.
Yeah.
So if she feels good, she does whatever she likes.
Yeah, I mean, if she feels good, she might be here, but Els won't be available, as far as we know, for the rest of the evening. And if she is up to it, she will drop by. But for now, you're stuck with 1.5 of us.
1.5.
Oh yeah, I mean, they can see you in with both voice and video, and with me it's only voice, so you have to look at the wonderful profile picture, which is still on my Facebook, by the way.
Yeah,
but yeah. Yeah, there's a good chance, and we think about 80% chance, she brought a souvenir back from Facts, so yeah. Oh, here, look, Elsa's on the chat. You're supposed to be resting! But yeah, we think she got it at Facts. In fact, we noticed, she noticed last Saturday-ish that her taste and smell was gone. And that meant a whole load of things started happening from that point on. Of course, the Rona test, both self-test and later on official one, said she had, she got ill. Fortunately, I was still in a negative phase. Yes, but you're usually negative, Jay.
And you escaped in time.
And I escaped in time, though that wasn't fun or easy to do. But yeah, I took a few bits and pieces I knew I needed later on, and yeah, this means I cannot. I don't have a webcam on my laptop right now.
Yeah.
Which sucks, but when all things considered, it's okay. So
yeah, it's better than getting corona.
Yeah, I definitely don't want that. But hopefully everyone else can see everyone's well wishes, and I guess for this evening you will be stuck with 1.5 of us.
Yay! We're going to make that count for at least 2.75 of us,
Wait, does that mean I can? When we're in full, when we have the full crew, does that mean I can select 0.25%? No, 25%. I can't think right now. So this is going to be a good stream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, for today we have talkie, no doodles. We're not going to try. We're not going to attempt the doodling. Maybe in a way later stream when I get my hands on one of those fancy tablets, I will attempt to draw something, but it will be stick figure level minus.
Yeah, and what about me? I'll still be drawing with my mouse. You'll beat me.
Well, yeah, I need to get an edge somewhere.
Well, I thought you already had the technology advantage.
Then I guess it's still in character, right?
True.
Yeah, the virus is still pretty tenacious. Hi, Koneko.
Good
Woo,
evening.
hella woo. Oh, I knew I. Else should if Else would draw with her mouth, she would still beat us, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. You know, the only thing that I could go for is the storytelling of the picture and you know, trying to make jokes to try and pass it off as if it's intended to be this way.
I simply suck at that. So this is going to be good. See, you still have the advantage, I think.
Maybe one day we'll see.
That would be worth a tip. Well, guess in the future we do need to do some something like this. We
And songs and poems. Yeah, that's on the list for tonight.
wait. Shall I put up the thingy again?
Yeah, put it up.
Put it up. Look, I put up a thingy. It's the spinny wheel thingamajig
And this
things.
time it doesn't have the voices.
No, last time when we did that, I actually wrecked my voice for about a week at work, and that was horrible. So I can't do that again.
Yeah, and we totally made ourselves, look stupid.
Well, that's the point of the stream, I think. But the dramatic poetry readings are back, and we have a few other new bits and pieces. Voices were fun. Maybe they will return in the future. When I am close to a vacation or something like that and don't need to use my voice so much. Yeah, the new things for today are, the questions and the dramatic poetry readings are back again. I changed the layout a bit, so if it's a bluish one, I have to do it. If it's a pink one, it's Reninsi's. So
And what is the white one? The question?
the white one is a question for the both of us, and that one will have to come from the good viewers.
Oh.
The other two new things are two truths and one lie, where where one of us will do the two truths and one lie, and the rest need to guess which one was the truth, which one was the lie. And the other one is would you rather?
Yep.
Only the good viewers. Well, also the bad viewers if you want. I mean, I'm not. Oh! Good news, Furry. Wait. You got a new job? And now you're going for a new job again.
How many jobs do you want?
Wow.
Congratulations.
Congratulations indeed. That's
You're collecting them all.
yeah, he's climbing
Like, one job, hold my beer.
yeah. I'll take two just because I can.
3. I'll do 4. You know what? I don't need sleep. 5.
I'm that was something I said a lot before, but I thought it
Not
wouldn't.
anymore.
No, not anymore.
No.
But let's hope you get accepted, Furry. When do you get to hear it? Yeah, it goes quickly indeed. Furry is the greatest. Furry's pretty cool. I do see a bit of bias here from Doctor, though.
Yeah.
Just a smidge.
But I guess we can forgive that, right?
Of course we can. I mean, this is This is how it's
As it's
supposed to go.
supposed to be. Yeah,
Interviews in
interviews in
December.
December. All right, cool.
Yes. Yes, you know what we're talking about, Doctor. Oh, wow, I really need to. Well, it's okay. I'll fix that for next time. Anyway, shall we spin the spinny wheel thingy, or do you have any big news or things you want to talk about, Rincy?
No, I'll just make a quick mention that I too have good news on the job front because I'm going to be, I don't know what it's called in English, but I'm going to sign a vast contract. Like, my current company cannot fire me easily anymore after
Uh,
Wednesday.
should be a. There is a. I know the. Well, I should know the. But yes, well, whoa, good, 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 perfect, well done. Good news.
So,
Yeah, that's the word. Oh wow, this is going to steady contract. Yeah,
steady
it's good. Yeah,
contract.
permanent contract.
Yeah, they want,
Congratulations.
they want to keep me. So,
Of course they want to keep
yay.
you. They would be fools not to.
Yeah, but I kind of come from another planet and wreck things, so there's always the risk that people find out, but they didn't. Yeah,
Maybe they
I'm
gave you the
back.
contract out of fear. Maybe you won't break stuff anymore.
Hmm,
Hmm.
good point.
So I'm gonna spin the wheel.
Thank you, Phils. Spin it.
Oh wow, this still works. Ha!
I hope everyone else does get the sound effects. It's a question.
For
Uh,
you.
for me or from me?
For you.
Okay. All right.
Oh wait. Start as a temp. Decided to stop the temp contracts. He got hired. That sounds good. And Phoenicia, picked by the brother. You were helped by the brother of one of the actors that played as a Cyberman. Oh, wait. You were helped by? How were you helped by? Anyway, yeah. Questions. What are well, I had a lot of questions actually, so this is like
Yeah.
I know this,
Which one?
I know this. Okay, what's your biggest kitchen fail?
Oh, yeah, my biggest kitchen fail. Let's see, there was a period in my life that was one big kitchen fail. Um, so I'd have to pick something from there. I I think I'll pick the bread grenade.
Uh,
Um,
what?
I wanted to bake bread, so I did everything I thought according to the instructions. I still don't know what happened. I put it into uh, the oven. I switched on everything and I waited until something started to smell bad. I opened the oven, and first of all, there's this cloud of, smell terrible that burn and that came out, and then also there was a bread that on the outside just looked like if it hadn't been in the oven. It was just totally not brown or anything. But from the inside, there was a mess, and there was just one little hole in the top, and it was and clouds of black smoke were flowing from it like lava. So somehow I picked it up and I threw it outside. So that was a grenade, a bread grenade.
I wish I could have seen that one.
The house just wouldn't stop smelling of it. It was terrible,
Oh,
but it looked so epic.
fortunately, there's a bit of good news. Els can confirm it.
Yeah, Elves can confirm most of the stories from this kitchen fail period, mostly because we were together and both making a fair share of them.
So what?
But most of those will remain a secret for now.
Oh, dang it! Okay. Well, this sounds like a good start.
Yes.
So let's do the spinny wheel
Yeah, it
thingy.
was a lava
Lava.
stuff coming from it.
The bread is lava.
It
How?
looked epic.
How did
And
you? Yeah,
also,
gears. No.
and it was like just when it was thrown away, it was like smoke bomb. It just didn't stop.
So how? Yeah, Gears wants to know how. I don't know why he wants to know. No, wait. I know
Follow the
why.
instructions.
Follow the instructions, but
Somehow it happened.
and did you throw it? You threw it outside or something?
Yes, and not in the direction of someone.
I can
In a
just
field.
I can just imagine a window or a door going open like outside
Yeah.
raw, inside black coal. Did you microwave it instead of actually baking it in the oven?
That would make sense regarding why it would be baking on the inside and raw on the outside. But with all the settings, I thought all the settings were correct, but it's so many years ago that by now it's going to be hard to be entirely sure of what I did.
That makes it even better. And yes, most of the time it's black on the outside, so that's
Yeah, but
it's
wasn't.
the only
And-
way I
and-
can think of.
Yeah, but I mastered the microwave. I just hadn't mastered the oven. So,
Oh, I will say oh crap, there's another one of those bots. Give me a second. I don't want to see that. And gone. So anyway, yeah, it's microwave. It has to be microwave setting, but
well, I'd
so-
say put it to the test.
no,
Buy
no,
yourself some bread,
no,
put it in a microwave, and test if lava.
no. I did you put a battery in? Why would she put a battery in the bread, Koneko?
Or an egg. No, then it would have just exploded.
Well, that would make the grenade complete.
It would, I think that if bread can be a weapon of destruction, that in itself is just a beautiful thing, right?
The bread of destruction.
Yeah, the bread of destruction.
So, people, that's an
Eat
important
this.
lesson. If you see Lindsay coming at you with a bread, run.
Most people wouldn't see that coming.
No, most people. But then again, you're not most people, so, huh?
No.
And the chat is, don't try this at home. And yes, doctor.
Oh, do, and make pictures. Let me know if you can recreate it.
Oh, here, turn on the top grill, not the bottom one. Oh, I made that mistake a few times as well.
Oh.
But still, battery in the bread? Really, Koneko? It almost sounds like you experienced that before.
I think you mostly wreck your own microwave.
And true, some fruitcakes are weapons of mass destruction. Or, how do you call them? In Dutch it's soesjes. If you make those wrong, those are really nasty.
Yes.
So, but we're not talking about my kitchen failures. Let's spin the wheel again.
All right, spin it. A question for the both of us.
Well, people, this is one of those ask us anything kind of things, and we'll see if we answer or not.
Well, it's kind of dangerous that we have been on the topic of kitchen failures because now we can expect something that's about food.
Oh, I started about
But
food
you
again
really
this
do so
time.
because you started it.
Oh, I started about food. Oh,
Yeah,
are you
you
still
did.
are you still keeping the list?
I kind of lost the list at some point during the cleaning, so I think I have to start anew.
Oh, great. And you start with me on top of the list already. Oh. Well,
All right.
what's the most dumb accident you ever had? And do you have a favorite car? Well, I don't mind answering both of them.
Yes. All right.
So,
Um, the most dumb accident. All right. Um,
I can answer if you want to think about it.
yes. Go ahead.
Okay, I've got one which well, it's more of an accident at home, but I still think it counts as an accident.
Mm.
And I think it's actually when I was uh, doing cosplay build stuff, I was making an armor. I don't know which cosplay it was for, but I was usually I tend to be careful around knives. And I think
Uh-huh.
some of you already know, like, oh, this is going to be good, or
Mm.
we know where this is going to. But I think I actually cut off I think about top 5 millimeters off one of my fingers because I was cutting something really tough. And usually I take care, I don't cut too much anything that is me. But in this case, I really put some force on it, which I shouldn't do because the actual knife should do the work. That's at least the tip my arts and crafts teacher a long time ago told me, and I tend to listen to that advice a lot, but not that time because what could go wrong? And yeah, putting a lot of force on the thing actually helped cutting the thing, and well, a big part of, or at least a small, a part of my finger. Which was fun because I actually I wrapped it up, disinfected it, wrapped it up, and it was like a really, really sharp knife, so it didn't actually hurt. So it was fun.
Oh.
So I went, I went to the hospital after calling my dad. Like, if it bleeds through the gauze, should I go to the hospital? You think? Yeah. Do you need help? No, I got this. Don't worry. So I got on my bicycle, went to the hospital. I knew this was going to take a while, so I brought a book as well. So I ended up at the at the emergency thing. I was like,
He's
"Hi,
lying.
I cut my finger and I think it's bleeding heavily, but yeah, could you help me?" So the doctor or the nurse behind the window said, well, did you make an appointment?" No, this is the emergency thing. So no. Oh, give me a second. Okay, I'll flop down over there. And there was this guy sitting there who had just had a scooter accident with his mom, looking really, really messed up, like dirt everywhere. It's like the cartoon versions of an accident actually. And he
Uh-huh.
was looking at me like, "Is everything okay, dude?" I was sitting down like, "Yeah, you look way worse." And then so I started reading, and I didn't notice the blood actually seeping through the gauze and the dishcloth I put around it as well. So the nurse came out of the thing like, "I think you're bleeding right now." "Yes, that's why I come here." "Oh, you sound awfully chipper, but if you have a bleeding open wound, you should have told me." "I did." "Oh, could you come with me right now?" "Yeah, but the one next to me is he got in before me." "No, no, no, he isn't bleeding at the moment. At least not as far as we can see."
Oh, okay.
And the doctor was actually laughing a lot when I got in because he heard the conversation. He said, "Yeah, you're feeling quite alright." I said, "Yeah, it doesn't hurt, but..."
Yeah. All
So,
right.
your turn.
Okay. So, there are actually like, what's the definition of an accident? I have one accident in traffic that was scary and taught me a lesson that was valuable. And I also had just as a kid when I did something um, stupid uh, and didn't. It was just it. You do something and by accident something results from it, but nobody gets hurt. So I don't know. It's not really an accident because there's no situation other than something happened without my intention of it happening.
Furry explained his question.
Yeah, a dumb one. Yeah, that's. Um, but I'm not struggling with the dumb part of it. I'm struggling with the accident. When is an accident? Is it
Unintended consequences?
like something that could happen in traffic, a collision, or just or getting hurt when actually something happens? Or can it be like something happened by accident? I didn't mean it to happen. Nobody got hurt. There were no consequences, but something was accident.
Ferris wants to hear both. I think both is the best way to solve this problem.
Well, all right, then I'll start with the serious one. One day I drove over the highway, and it had been around freezing temperature, but nothing. You couldn't see anything at that moment, and most of the roads were pretty okay. And I was driving over the highway, and then there was a viaduct, bridge or something. Like you had to go under the road, went down and made a turn. And apparently that is a place, if it's been raining and freezing, water tends to go downhill, which creates this really nice slide, which I didn't expect. And then if you have the slide and also there's a turn, you go through the tunnel, spinnity, 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 and there was a truck behind me. So I was saying goodbyes to life. I thought I'm either going to hit one of the walls of the tunnel, or I'm going to, be stopped and this truck is going to hit me. And somehow I managed to get out of the situation in time. I was very lucky. I didn't hit anything. The spinning was just like perfectly lucky. Somehow I managed to get out of there, and I got into this maniacal laughter of just the stress coming out, saying, I was just not in any kind of sane position anymore for having survived something that I was pretty sure was going to kill me. So as soon as I could, I stopped the car and I let the maniacal laughter calm down a bit. And that then I learned something valuable, that if there are freezing temperatures and there is a road that goes downward, and especially if it has a turn in it, that can be very, very, very dangerous, and you have to be extra careful in such situations. And ever since, I've been safe and fine and good. So that was a situation. And for the accident that didn't get anyone hurt, but that was pretty dumb. Like when I was 11 years old, or 10, oh, I think 11, I accidentally created a ring of fire around my home.
What?
Yeah, there's let's see, what are they called? If you have these waterways, a sloot,
Ditch.
ditches. Yeah, some kind of ditches uh, around around the house. And in the summer, it gets really, really dry. There's no water inside, and there's some leaves that are very dry, and some plants that are completely dead. And my father was somewhere on the other side of the house, and he had um, some cardboard, and he just set that on fire and waited until it was gone. It would only be a few minutes in that heat. And he didn't notice that I had sneaked like a branch with some leaf on it. I had sneaked that away. I got the fire on it. I went to the ditch, and I wondered what would be set on fire first. And it was an experiment that wasn't at all thought through. And I figured out that the dead plants actually caught on fire first. So I thought, yay! And next second, the fire was still going on, and it was starting to spread. And I thought, oh, not so yay. Now what? And especially, it was super hot, and everything was dry, and this fire that I set off just spread like wildfire. And it was dug around our home. So that was a ring of fire that I created, and I was in a panic, and I didn't want to tell my dad, and he found out because fire is really hard to hide. It surrounds the home.
Didn't kill the cat, at least? No, no.
So he managed to put the fire out. And I was changing schools at that time. And apparently my future classmates drove by at that moment, and they were like, oh, what is happening here? And my father, just a bit frustrated, tells her, like, she made a ring of fire around our home. Those kids like, you're so cool. You're going to be in our class, right? Yeah, you're so cool. So and I didn't know whether I was really ashamed, actually. Yeah.
Wow.
But I started popular, yeah.
Yeah, it's one way, as Farah says, way to introduce yourself.
Yeah, definitely. Don't mess with me. I set everything on fire.
And Kaneka also shares a bit. Once accidentally launched a firework rocket at my sister. Oh,
Yeah,
I could have gone the fireworks route with this question. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. But that's not what the question is. So, favorite car question from Gears.
Yeah.
For me, it's easy. The most favorite car I ever owned was a small white Suzuki Swift, 1.2 liters. I loved it. Too bad I didn't drive longer in it than 2 years because it was, well, a death trap already, but it was my favorite car, I think.
Yeah.
Favorite car I want to own is more akin the lines of a Nissan GTR or something like that. We'll never buy one, but I think it's really cool.
Yeah. I really like my father's Dodge Ram. Dodge, anything. Big car. But the one that I would like to own is just any electric car. But for now, let's say Tesla.
A Tesla. Well, I could picture you in a Tesla. They're actually quite nice, at least from the inside. Well, also from the outside.
any of the cars that are more responsible for the planet um, do have my interest.
Hmm. Furry already says Dr. Ram is a fuel hog. That's
Yep.
correct.
Yep.
But for it's better on fuel, I think, than his previous car, right? Or van.
I'm not entirely sure. He figured out that in the costs, it didn't really make a difference, but in the, I think that the environmental impact is also better because he had this very old diesel and he wasn't allowed in some cities anymore. So I'm not sure if it's an improvement, but if you're allowed to go into cities again where cars that are too polluting aren't allowed anymore, then apparently it's an improvement.
Mm.
So I can hardly imagine with that big a car.
And funny, Doctor also says, yeah, only owned Altos until so far. Oh well, Altos are pretty nice. It's bit of a tin can for me, just like Furry says, but I've had a couple of friends driving those. They're actually roomier on the inside than you expect.
Hey, Phils would like a Batmobile.
Oh, if we're talking about those kind of cars.
Yeah, then I want the one from Back to the Future.
The DeLorean, yes. I think I would choose that one as well, mostly because the way it looks, especially with all the things added on top of it. It's supposed to be a pretty horrific car to drive in, with turning radius of a battleship.
Well, it's some getting used to, but eventually I guess you do.
Hmm. Oh,
And any Bond car would also be really nice.
the one maxed out by Q, yes. Oof. Hmm.
So yeah.
If I go, the weird part is if I go fantasy or science fiction kind of car thing, there's too many options for me. I mean, I would love to ride in the Ghostbusters car as well, the XO1, but there's a lot. There's a lot.
Yeah, many cool vehicles.
Seems like one of my chat things isn't. Yes, and I missed the badumts moment.
Yeah.
And yes, Actor 1 with the gunner seat. Yeah, I still need to watch that movie. But only today, I've heard only today that I'm COVID free, so I need to do that in somewhere this week, I think. I mean, just something with gunner seat I like. So, but the DeLorean, yes, I agree fully, Renancy.
Yeah. All right. Time to spin again.
Give me a second, I need to. It seems like one of the chat things just died on me, but yeah, I'm gonna
Oh.
spin the wheel. Here we go. Oh yeah, the new Dune movie is
Oh,
great.
a question.
Multi-part
All
movie,
right.
yes. Oh, I need to watch that one as well. Oh. Um, yeah. Question.
Yes. If you were to name your own song, what would you name it?
Are we talking about a theme song I would choose, or a song about me?
If there was a song to be written about you, what would you name it?
Wow, that's a difficult one. Uh, I would actually. I actually haven't. I don't know why, but something called Many Marvelous Mistakes.
Okay, nice.
I don't know why. Jaywalking. Oh, well done. Yes, furry. I would do the badumts, but that's all on the other computer. Uh,
Yeah.
but yes, yeah, no, yeah, many marvelous mistakes. Because I think my life is full with many marvelous mistakes that led to something bigger or better. The Ballad of Chayote.
Yeah, you're failing your way to success.
In a way, yes.
Nice.
So this is, let's see, Swiss national holiday. So, Koneko shot the rocket 20 years ago as it fell to the ground, walking towards a launching pipe, and accidentally lit it on fire. Yeah, whoopsie.
Yeah, whoopsie. Famous last words.
I do like the Gears' idea about the Ballad of J.O.T. Maybe in the future.
Yeah.
So,
I this reminds me of this thread that I saw online where people guessed what their own last words were gonna be,
mm,
and there were many answers, uh, like "hold my beer" or "see, I told you this wouldn't beep." The end.
uh, hmm. So, what would you have as famous last words?
Uh, I don't know. I just enjoyed those uh those one with the vibe. What could possibly happen? What could
Yes.
possibly go wrong?
What does this button do? What could possibly happen?
Exactly. Yeah,
I think
I
mine
really enjoyed that vibe.
mine would probably be something like turn left, not right.
Yeah, but that would be after, like,
No, 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 no.
before would be don't correct me. I know what I'm doing.
Sorry, I just saw Furry's comment about the dachshund that picked up a Roman candle, start walking toward friendly people.
Yeah.
I didn't think that would fit. Yeah, that's what she said. Oh, I'm really missing that button now. And no, I don't play any instruments, but if I would play an instrument, a banjo would be really fun. So, spinny wheel thingy?
Yes, spin it.
Hey, at least you got a question. That's better than last time. Ah, would you rather? Oh, this is going to be fun.
All right.
I'm going to pick two things, and I would say I would ask you a would you rather thing.
Mm-hmm.
Would you? No, I already know this answer. That's intro. Oof, this is. I actually had a couple of those already. Would you rather have more time or more money? I'm starting off easy.
Um. Well, more money can lead to more time, so I think I choose more money.
Okay, well, funny. I thought I was thinking the same, but the other way around. More time would lead to more money.
Which means that you would work more hours.
I see where you're getting at. Yes. Oh well. Venetia would say time. I think time is. Yeah, I still think time would be my choice as well. But it was your question, so well, that was an easy one for you.
Yeah. Money can buy time,
I figured this would
only
be a
to a degree.
bit more of an agonizing thing, but no.
No.
Okay, spinning wheel. More time to make more outfits. Yes, smart one. Uh,
Oh, what's this? Question. Well, I guess it's a question for both then. Or spin again.
no, chat, do you have a question for the both of us? And I'll spin again so while you think about it.
Okay.
Really landing in the middle? Come on. Question for me. Okay, this thing is rigged.
All right. Do you save or spend?
Spend. It's an easy one. I'm really, really bad. No, well, it depends. If it's a business-like thing, I'm really thrifty and I can save up a lot, etc., etc., etc. But if it's private, I no, I spend a lot. I tend to solve a lot of problems that aren't there with money.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to do this. Okay, a different device would make this a bit easier or better. Oh, I could do it like this, or I could do it like that. So yeah, I mean, I'm a spender, definitely.
A big spender.
Yeah, not proud of it, but I'm a spender.
All right. And I see to both. Do you ever hope you had Elsa's drawing skills? Um, yes, but especially at times when Elsa's really busy and she feels like, oh, I wish someone could help me, and then I'm like, I wish I could help you. And also at moments when um, uh, a lot of um, in a lot of ways, if you have something that has a lot of text, there are very few people who look at a wall of text and feel like, this might be a good story. I want to read it, um, unless you present it with pictures. Uh, so you always need an image to draw people's attention, especially if you're um, in a business that we are in where we sell a lot of pictures, so people expect that. And then if I put something out that doesn't have a picture, then sometimes I wish that I could make a drawing the same way, with the same skill as Els. So I don't have to ask Els, like, would you be so kind as to, you know, do some free promotion, help me out a bit, and put in your time? Because, I'd rather be able to do some of that myself. But on the other hand, I am also really pleased with the other creative skills that I have. So apart from it would have been better for else if I could help with drawing, and so it would be better from a marketing perspective. I am also really glad that I, instead of drawing, got into the writing part. Um, and I do not regret uh, that I chose writing instead of drawing. So it's a bit mixed, that answer.
I am horribly jealous of Elser drawing skills and your writing skills. I mean, of course, it's the I wish I could help part, but I love the creative process you both go through to do what you do. I love the things you make. I love the things that else makes, and I wish I could do the same.
But you also have found your passion with photography.
Oh yes, I know I have other skills, or I think I have other skills. And
You
yes,
do.
IT skills, but not as IT as some IT or as most ITers I know, but that's a work thing. But actually, having the drawing skills would be really interesting, though I am in a way glad I don't have them. So it's a bit of a mixed answer for me as well.
Why are you glad you don't have them?
I would probably go into burnout mode very quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, it's self-preservation at this point, and yeah. But I wish I could draw as good as else.
I know that from where I am now, I could quickly improve a lot. Because I did train my eye. I know what I'm seeing and what things are supposed to look like. My hands just aren't um, it's like the hand-eye coordination isn't really working yet, but I know what I'm going for. So I think that if I could get, if I would practice more, then I don't say I could reach Elser levels, but I could improve from where I am now. And I noticed that I don't practice that much. So apparently I don't have that deep desire to draw, or else I would have been doing that more. But I often look at things that else makes, and I'm horribly spoiled because I see it all the time. But then I think, if Howling Riot hadn't existed, and I hadn't known else, and I hadn't seen, I had never ever met her, and one day I would find her work somewhere, I would see it, then I think I would pick it up and look at it like, wow, if I were to draw something, I wish I would draw like this.
Mm.
Els has that style that really resonates with what I think I would be going for, if I'd be just entirely blank, and I think it would really really speak to me like that. And now it's I am also biased because I know else, but that's why I'm taking all of that out of the equation for this. I think that if all of that didn't matter, and I'd still just look at her art, and the magic would just come across.
Wow, nice. Funny thing, Pizza King is laughing. Of course he is, because he is one of my colleagues at work, and he's an actual engineer. I just say, oh, do this, do that, and he actually knows stuff and does stuff. So that's why he's laughing, by the way. Let's see. Venetia is done with a special outfit for a photo shoot. Cool. And a private meet in the UK. A quick toss. Yeah, good luck and stay safe there. And Else is just lurking.
Yeah. Just when we thought she wasn't there anymore, someone in the back of the hall goes, "Aww."
Or it works like the Beetlejuice or Cthulhu thing. Say name 3 times and ta-da!
Yeah.
She's there.
Yeah.
So, spinny wheel thingy.
Yep. Else.
She's already. Oh crap.
Okay. Yeah. That means that you have to guess.
No, that means I have to say one.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, we're going for classic again to class up this joint.
Bring it on.
Oh, the worst part is I tried to prepare for this, but I could only find songs that are so easy to recognize. So, Furry, here you go again. You'll probably know this in a couple of seconds. I am going to skip a bit so you don't have the intro. You know it's kinda hard just to get along today. Our subject isn't cool.
Anyway.
But he fakes it anyway. He may not have a clue. And he may not have style. You know this song already. But everything he lacks, well, he makes up in the night. Yeah, there you go, Furry. Pretty fly for a white guy.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to start with the intro, but it's give it to me, baby. And say that in a couple of weird times. But that was an easy one. But everyone knows it from that part already. Yeah, pretty fly. Yeah. See you later, Doctor. Have fun.
Good night.
So, that was an easy one. Guess I... Done. Spinny wheel. But you know the song already because you started to finish it already, so that was fun. Question.
Yeah.
All those nice and cool stuff, and we only get to the questions. Okay. I'm going to appeal to a side of you most people don't know.
Oh, really?
What is one thing you refuse to share?
Oof.
I know you're a pretty generous person, so this is a fun one.
Um, I think that, the first thing I that comes up is actually um, um, things uh, that are wrong. For example, something for if there's um, uh, if there's physically something wrong with me, I'm not likely to share. If there's mentally or emotionally something wrong, um, if it's a discomfort, well, fine. But if there's something wrong, I find that really hard to share. So I think that this would fit in with the answer most. Like, I wouldn't share some of the things uh, that are screaming in my face.
Wow. Okay, that was not a direction I expected this question to go in. Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
yeah.
if I don't know if I could give an example. Um, I don't know if I have told this at all um, in chat in a stream. Um, maybe I think by now I at some point mentioned it. I think I did. Um, yeah, I did. I mentioned it, but only briefly. But on my birthday, my dog died, and there have been streams after that. And uh, yes, I was sad, but I was just mostly going on with everything that was happening and moving, and I really didn't. When it was fresh, I didn't even mention it. And so stuff like that, if it's really big in my life, I tend to not say it rather than say it. So that comes the closest, I guess, to refusing to tell something.
Wow. And here I thought this would go in the direction of coffee or food or something like that. So this is a deep
I talk
one.
about coffee or food. I don't
No, no,
keep any secrets around
no,
that.
no, sharing. Actually, like, I mean, you're not taking this off my plate or something like that. But that's why I thought it was a fun question. But wow, this is a deep one all
Oh,
of a sudden.
what do you refuse to share? Food? Oh,
Yeah, but it's okay. It's a great answer. Really, don't worry about it.
hmm.
And yes, this means Rincy feels comfortable with both me and the chatters. I would certainly hope that you would feel comfortable with me. Otherwise, this would be a really difficult thing to do.
Yeah, yeah. No, you guys can know uh, anything, but some things I don't
Talk about.
say it easily.
Yeah.
Don't want to ruin the fun.
Mm, mm, mm. Well, it goes without saying that if you need to talk about stuff, you know we're here.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, here we go. Spinny wheel thingy. Wow, totally unpredictable direction. Um, Another question. Okay, I'm going to take one of the questions out of it. One second.
All right.
Question. Oh wait.
I have the perfect question for you.
Why are there 3 questions in there?
How do you think the world would be different if bananas were illegal?
It would be a better world. That's it. That's an easy one. But no, I'm going to go along a bit with this one. If bananas didn't exist in this world, there would probably be
No, were illegal.
illegal.
were illegal.
Even better. But there would probably still be a flourishing illegal banana trade somewhere.
Yeah.
And to be honest, that would mean that a lot of dishes and a lot of specialties couldn't be cooked. I mean, even though I hate bananas, sorry, detest bananas, I should use the correct
Mhm.
words, I do think they have their place in this world. Just not on my plate, in my mouth, along near me, etc., etc., etc. But that doesn't mean that I want other people to not enjoy that.
Yeah. But also, the gaming stream would be quite different if
That would
bananas were illegal.
It would probably mean way more hot sauce.
Yeah.
So no, I wouldn't want. I think the
And it
world would
and
look
it
really
wouldn't
different.
mean that you had taken over the world like Farrell suggests.
They would smuggle bananas in between the pineapples. I actually like pineapple, just not hot pineapple or warm or lukewarm pineapple. That's yeah, and I hate more things besides bananas. Yeah, that's true. But I wouldn't want them to be illegal because I know they're healthy. I know there some people really love them, and I wouldn't want to take that away in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, don't go for the pineapple on a pizza thing. It will start me ranting, and no, it actually is the same. I mean, I don't like it on pizza. I don't think people are monsters when they do. If we're talking about banana on a pizza, then we're talking about different kind of things. But
Yeah.
no, really,
I am not sure if we should call it pizza if it's got pineapple on it, because pizza would suggest it's Italian, and that's certainly not the case. But I love the taste of it. So, you know,
yeah.
if it's not called pizza, but something else, I'm still a fan.
And as I've said before, when I was a little J, I actually loved bananas. But
You had
somewhere it somewhere it flipped, and suddenly it went like, oh, I love this too. Oh God, not that again. And not because I ate it too much. So
you
yeah,
just grew out of it.
yeah, and then some.
Yeah. Where did you go wrong?
I think that when I agreed to be in this stream in general, but no, no, no. I'm joking here. I'm joking here, really. No, I don't know. I mean, so all of a sudden, and it was a pretty drastic change. So all of a sudden, I couldn't handle
Stomach them.
this. I couldn't stomach the taste, the smell, the texture. Just about everything off a banana puts me off. And I
I do wonder, since Els is somewhere in the chat, she doesn't taste anything. Like, could she right now eat foods that she detests, and which one does she detest?
oh, that's an interesting one. Else, 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 else. So
Els, everybody call Els. Oh, Kef, Kef.
there we go. Probably. I like Brussels sprouts, and I started to dislike them. Yeah, that's it for me. That happens.
Yeah.
But no, I don't. If bananas would be illegal, that it would be a big impact on the world. I think in a strange way, and not in a good way.
Hmm. Nice.
So yeah,
Good.
I personally hate bananas, but I don't hate the concept of a banana.
Yeah.
Ish. Okay. Wait. Anyone driving through Capella on the IJssel between now and Wednesday? Wow, that's a truly random
Right.
thing. What do you mean, Pharaohs? Because this
Driving through or stopping or going somewhere specifically?
this is a weird one.
Are you asking for, partners in crime?
A
Do you
lift
need to hide a body?
again. And yeah, you probably would
Because we do not do such things, you know?
you would still get ill from the takeaway Chinese Burger King stuff as well. Of course, I mean, I wouldn't, even if I couldn't taste or smell the banana, I still would hate the texture of the banana. Especially the more older. Nope. Draw club 4 posters for a social media campaign. Oh, so 3 posters. Okay, I'm gonna
not
spin the thing.
going anywhere. Well, I'm going to work on Wednesday.
Yeah, I'm not near Capella and IJssel. Oh, most of them are sides of the road. Oh, that would be cool to see. I actually no, I'm not anywhere near.
No, do make pictures.
Yeah, do make pictures. And send them to us for a later stream. Speedy wheel thingy.
Bragging rights.
Bragging rights, indeed. So we get both a question and a... Now you get to choose. Do you want a question or a dramatic poetry reading?
You know what? I'm going for a dramatic poetry reading.
Okay.
I have good hopes for this.
Okay, that sounds like fun.
Loretta broke my heart in a letter. She told me she was leaving and her life would be better. Joan broke it off over the phone. After the tone, she left me alone. Jen said she'd never, ever see me again. When I saw her again, she said it again. Jen met another man. Lisa got amnesia, just forgot who I am. Felicity said there was no electricity. Emily, no chemistry. Fran ran. Bruce turned out to be a man. Flo had to go. I couldn't go with the flow. Carol Brown just took the bus out of town, but I'm hoping that you'll stick around.
I don't know this one.
He doesn't cook or clean. He's not good boyfriend material. Ooh, we can eat cereal. You'll lose interest fast. His relationships never last. Shut up girlfriends from the past. He says he'll do one thing and then he goes and does another thing. Ooh, who organized all my ex-girlfriend into a choir and got them to sing? Shut up girlfriends from the past. Mimi will no longer see me. Brittany hit me. Paula, Persephone, Stella and Stephanie, there must be 50 ways that lovers have left me. Carol Brown just took the bus out of town. Love is a delicate thing. It can just float away on the breeze. He said the same thing to me. How can we ever know if I'm the right person in this world? He means he looks at other girls. Love is a mystery. It does not follow a rule. This guy is a fool. He'll always be a boy. He's a man who never grew up. I thought I told you to shut up. Mona, you told me you were in a coma. Ah, Tiffany, you said you had an epiphany.
Furry says Flight of the Conchords, Carol Brown.
No.
I don't know that song.
Would you like a little cereal? Who organized this choir of ex-girlfriends? Was it you, Carol Brown? Was it you, Carol Brown? Carol Brown just took the bus out of town, but I'm hoping that you'll stick around. Stick around.
I'm listening that one after the stream because I really don't know it.
All right.
Good find though. Wow. And even Furry did. Yeah, we had to. Even the chat had to Google it. This is pretty impressive.
Here's the YouTube link. Enjoy.
Oh, wow. Yep, impressive. Spitty wheeling thinking. Okay, another question for the both of us.
Okay.
I don't have. Why? Yeah, I really need to. Okay, for the next one, I'm taking out two of the questions, but I can't right now because I can't see which. Oh, to both. Can you sing
Sing what?
in general? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna start off with this one. Nope, I can't sing. I have a horrible singing voice, and no, I'm really bad at it. I'm tone deaf. I wish I could sing. Sing the
Yeah.
song.
I like wood chuck chuck. Um, basically, I do have a singing voice, but I haven't practiced in a while, so it's a bit rough, but I can sing. So that's my answer. I've actually been requested by Whale Girl that I record some songs for her baby. Because apparently my voice calms him down.
Well, you do have a calming voice, so I think you could actually do a lot of things. But
Yeah,
you know what
so
the
I'm
weird,
going to be recording lullabies.
you know what the weird part is? I would love to hear you do a metal grunting thingy.
Grunting, I'm not good at that. I
No,
don't know how to grunt without ruining my voice
no,
in
it,
3 seconds.
I know, but it's just the contrast because you have a really soothing voice and then do something like that. That's why.
I do I can't sing like operette you know like the really classic voices. I and that is something that does work with metal.
Nice. As for Girius, about 700 pounds ish. He asks how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck would.
Yeah.
About
Oh,
700 pounds ish, assuming he would it would make a burrow. And wow, Doctor was actually in a choir, and Furry can't sing. And Lullabies by Runinsi. Ooh, this could be very interesting actually. If you could record them and send them to me as well, I could put them on as a backing track on the stream.
well, then I need some that are royalty free.
That sounds like a challenge.
Oh, I think most of them are old enough by now.
Hmm. Well then, people, would you like Runinsi to record some lullabies for the stream? We should put a follower goal on that
You
one.
know, these ones only have to be good enough for a baby not to, wake up screaming. They don't have to be perfect. And if I would release a song, I think I would want it,
To be perfect.
yeah, well, at least for my voice to be polished up enough again, like not digitally, but by, with the right breathing techniques and everything again.
I'm hearing something that is a possibility, but that's just me.
This is not a no forever, but it is a no right now. So it's
Okay.
not going to happen next week.
Nancy, Furry says Nancy could read songs like it was a book. True.
Yeah.
And
Guten
Bramstein saw
Abend.
a street opera singer
Guten.
this week. Interesting.
What is interesting?
Oh, Bramstein saw a street opera singer.
Oh,
Never
right.
saw a street opera singer. I actually think it's interesting.
Yeah. Phoenicia, do you mean that I am a siren? Yeah. like cats that sing, even the good ones, you usually don't want to hear that.
Especially not next to your window. Yeah, huh.
I think I'd chase the boats away.
I think you could function greatly as a siren, but anyway.
They would just hit the cliffs.
Uh-huh.
If I put on the cat voice.
Again, a question.
All right.
For me this
Well,
time.
apparently this is a question stream.
Yeah, I'm actually... Okay, yeah.
Um,
Well, in the meantime,
what?
chat, are you still having fun?
So, what would be the perfect crime, according to you?
The perfect crime.
Yeah.
Oof, this is an interesting one. The perfect crime. I've been binge watching heist movies and stuff for the last few weeks or so. So this is a
Good
really
timing.
weird question for me right now. But I think that the perfect crime would be, and this is interesting because I'm coming with it right now. A perfect crime in this case would be a crime which benefits the world and with big impact in a way no one knows it. So I'm
Mm.
actually talking about something that is shady but will improve life for everyone on this planet.
So you're the ultimate secret Santa.
Yeah, in a way. And of course, if you're talking about perfect crimes, I'm thinking of really elaborate heists and stuff like that. But that's not perfect because you always do something to someone else in one way or the other. So that's not something I do not want to do.
Mm.
You kill off the mean people in power and replacing it with good people. Uh,
Temporary solutions.
yeah.
You have to do that like every 5 years for it to keep having effect.
And of course, Furyk enters with put endangered plants on top of the place where you buried the body. Police is not allowed to dig into and near endangered plants. Yeah. Rob the rich, give to the poor. Yep. Killing baby Hitler. Yeah, well, I would probably do. Depends. If I have the knowledge I have now, but I don't think it would prevent the World War thing. It would only delay it. So killing off baby Hitler wouldn't be a good thing, in a way. And yes, the entire thing I said with doing something that has a big impact is still a bit shady, but improves life for everyone on this planet. While no one knows about it. So the ultimate secret Santa, yeah. So, wow, I actually, yeah, introduce common sense, Girius, because reintroducing means it's already present in general.
Or has been
Or has
present.
been. So introducing that would
And
actually
you don't
be,
think there ever has been common sense?
well, there, in
Or
general,
do you mean complete adoption of?
complete
Because
adoption of. So that's not.
no.
I don't even have common sense. I mean, hell, I'm usually wearing coyote ears on stream, so that tells me about just about how much common sense I have.
And there's also a difference between common sense and science.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a firm believer of science, so that's just to get that out of the way.
Yeah.
But curious, that's a perfect one. Introduce common sense. General common sense. See,
And
wow,
absolute.
absolute yeah. So in a way, you did, yeah, both you and Els did change me in a way with that. Usually I wasn't that. No, I want that to improve the world and stuff like that. But there are certain things I would want, and that wasn't present before. So
Well,
compliments.
glad to have had this im impact on you,
Yeah. So now we're
partially.
spinning the wheel because this is science is also corrupted by money. Everything is corrupted by money. But we're going into we're going into discussion mode. Remove the small group of idiots that make things impossible for the sensible people. There's just one big but or if. There's always a group of non-sensible people. So yeah, you could you'd have to kill off a lot of people for this one.
Yeah, and the new people that you put into place have no guarantee, or will probably not stay um, good. I think that's the problem with our society that is just very centralized, and I believe um, more in concepts of the world decentralizing, um, where you can organize things, but power isn't absolute in the hands of one person. And uh, I think that is going to make people nicer in general, because if uh, a small group of people has a lot of power, the chances of them corrupting are just really, really, really present.
I personally think that corruption is well, almost everyone or everything, or at least things that did not start off as a corrupt thing will become corrupted either way. But that's because my view of the world is a bit darker. So I don't want it. Of course, I would love it not to be so. But everything is in a way will get corrupted in a way because that's the current state of things. I hope we can finally grow out of it, but I don't think that's possible myself.
Yeah. And you don't think that decentralization in a way
No,
helps?
as soon as I mean, just even when you take out everything that makes how do you say that? Even if you take out everything that if you take out personal gain entirely, also I don't think that's possible. But if you remove personal gain, even then there will still be corruption, I think. But that's where you get the for the greater good kind of things, and then things become difficult as well. I do think that it is a better solution than what we have right now. So I agree, but yeah, in a way everything will get corrupted.
Nothing is perfect,
Yeah.
that's if you're talking about absolutes, and in a black and white world, that uh then no, there's no fairy tale answer to things. um but moving away from putting anything important with a small group of people who get to decide for a larger group of people, that it will almost certainly
Yep.
corrupt people by just by the nature of the task that you're giving them. You're corrupting them.
Yes, and I mean, we still live in a society where the good of a human or the good of a person is still prevalent, but it's not. It's a slippery slope we're on, and we're and this is but not exactly. It's a conversation I had with a friend a week or so ago. Everything is sliding towards the dystopian stuff. I mean, I'm a big fan of the cyberpunk stuff, where the looks, the culture, and everything. But I don't want it. I don't want it to happen. But we're sliding towards that dystopian thing so incredibly quickly right now, and it's going to only become it will only become worse in the next few decades.
Well, I think that every action has a reaction. Every movement has a counter movement, and sometimes one movement is more visible than the other. I do think that we're moving towards dystopia, but I also think there's a counter movement which is moving towards, like, let's say, utopia. and there's going to be an interesting blend.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, there's always a blend, but I don't. I see us going towards it, and and now we're going into a really interesting thing. Uh, Aside from money, also technology corrupts. I love technology in any way, shape, or form. I mean, I'm. If you ever see me at the stand, I say I love technology so much, a lot actually, and I do. I mean, I love the fact that we can do the things we can do. I mean, just having the stream like this is a good thing for me. But in a way, technology corrupts as well as money or power, and uh, that's because there are people in power over the technology itself. Yeah,
Do you think that we'd be better off without technology?
no,
So even though it is imperfect, it's still an improvement.
yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
well, that's my idea for the future as well. I think it won't be worse than what we have. I think it will be an improvement, but it won't be without its shadows at all.
No, no, there will always be shadows, and that's
But it's better than no improvement. That's what I think.
some shadows are better than total darkness.
Yeah.
I agree with that. So,
Next one, Spinny.
yeah, Spinny. Also, while we were talking about big things, there's also talk about fox slippers and onesies.
Yeah.
And of course, Else is in full fox goddess mode again.
Yeah, I'm actually proud. I thought that I was the evil one here, but
No, 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 no.
she's
You just
pulling off
show it. She is
the
it.
lines very well.
Yeah. Spinny wheel thingy thingamajig. Talking difficult. And oh,
What would you rather?
yeah. So this is an interesting one. You get to present me with two options, and would you rather do this or eat that or something like that or something else?
All right. Um, so I get to ask you something,
Yeah,
right?
and I get to choose between two options.
Would you rather lose your keys or your cell phone?
Oh wow, this is fun because I'm paranoid about both of them. Hmm. I would. Oh, in a way, it's weird because a cell phone is in a way a key nowadays as well. So, but I'm going to take it on face value, and I would say I would rather lose my cell phone than my keys because I think my cell phone controls the life I have outside of stream a lot. My cell phone is actually called the thing that controls my life.
Hmm.
And though it isn't as bad as it was before in my previous job, it's still pretty bad. And I live with that thing always close to me. Well, the only object I use more is my glasses. But I use my cell phone more than just about everything, and my keys are in a way, it's access to the physical side of things. And losing my keys, no, it just gives an error. So yeah, I'm losing my cell phone first. I mean, I have
All right.
everything backed up on just about everything, so it's okay. It would be an annoying hindrance, but yeah, keys, yeah, cell phone, lose cell phone. Difficult one, but cell phone.
Yes. All right. Cool. Good answer.
Yeah. Uh, Wolf Goddess, Tooth Fairy. What? And if you lose your keys, you can call someone to bring you spare keys. Assuming there are spare keys in some cases. I mean, there are a
Well,
couple.
that's a gray area, just like
Yeah,
the phone can be a key.
yeah. No, but no keys. No. I mean, error. Just
All
straight error.
right.
Let's see. Else is more positive than her corona test. Okay.
That's the spirit.
That's the spirit indeed. Oh, really? It's the same one.
All right. Um,
I would call for a
if
respin, but I
you're
know.
the secret Santa of the world, would you rather put an end to war or to world hunger?
Ooh, this is going to be a spicy one, I think. Okay, we're going into dark territory for this one.
Mm-hmm.
I would think that I would actually. I don't think there's again with personal gain stuff. There's always war. I don't think war can be ended. World hunger, I do think can be ended, and I would personally remove world hunger because the need for war is less. Though in the previous question we already mentioned that everything is corruptible, especially people, and there will always be war because there's always personal gain in one way or the other.
Mm-hmm.
So if I could remove war, okay, now we're going into the really dark stuff. In a way,
Yeah.
war solves world hunger as well.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm taking it on face
But would
value.
you use war to uh, to stop
No,
world hunger if you
because
could?
no,
If
because that
that's what it took, if that
if
was the only way, would you
if
do it?
Hmm. Ooh, I love this question. It's a difficult one, but I love this question. Um, it would mean exterminating most, well, at least a significant portion of the world population. And
Uh-huh.
even though I think it will eventually happen again, I don't know if I could. So for my personal and the other thing is wars are really good for technological advancements. So that's why I say I would rather remove world hunger because war has a function in a way.
Yeah, but if
If it would take,
world hunger could only be solved by starting a war, you would rather forego on your opportunity to fix one of the two.
if the choice would lie with me, it would be hell for me.
Yeah.
And yes, snapping my fingers is a thing. Yeah, war has a function. Well, in a way, and this is the dark part of it all. It removes a lot of people out of the equation. Is it a good thing? No. But on the other hand, out of war came a lot of technological advancements we still use today. So, yeah, if
There's also very dark, there's often an economic benefit.
oh
You
yes,
know,
it's the
like
personal gain
weapons
thing.
selling and also taking lands, taking uh, goods, taking,
Oh, we're already past.
extracting value.
We're already past 11:30. Wow, this was an
All right,
interesting one.
let's do something fun to end it because this is deep and dark. I don't want to end it here. So let's spin one more time and make it something comedy.
Spin it, spin it, spin it. Uh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Let's.
Dramatic poetry reading to finish it off. And Mermaid Phoenicia says kitties.
Yeah, they're right now sleeping.
Don't wake the
So
monsters.
yeah, let's see. Um, oh, you guys have to guess this one. No, this is not PG, but it's a code word. Okay. Yeah, I am going to do this. When I was a little bitty boy, my grandmother bought me a cute little toy. Silver bells hanging on a string. She told me it was my ding-a-ling-a-ling. My ding-a-ling, my ding-a-ling. I want to play with my ding-a-ling.
This sounds like a really
My
bad Gunther
ding-a-ling,
song.
my ding-a-ling. I want to play with my ding-a-ling. When Mama took me to Sunday school, they tried to teach me the golden rule. Every time the choir would sing, I would sit there playing with my ding-a-ling. My ding-a-ling, my ding-a-ling. I want to play with my ding-a-ling. My ding-a-ling, my ding-a-ling. I want to play with my ding-a-ling. When Pa started me to grammar school, I found a place in the best of youth. And every time that bell would ring, they would catch me playing with my ding-a-ling. My ding-a-ling, my ding-a-ling. I want to play with my ding-a-ling, blah, blah. Once I was climbing the garden wall. Oh, and I had an awful fall. I fell so hard. I heard bells ring, but I never let go of my ding-a-ling.
Oh wow.
I remember the girl next door. We used to play house on the kitchen floor. She would be the queen. I would be the king. Together we played with my ding-a-ling. This here song, it ain't so sad to those of you who never had silver bells hanging on a string so you could play with your ding-a-ling. My ding-a-ling, I want to play with my ding-a-ling. My ding-a-ling, my ding-a-ling. Oh, come on. Now everybody sing now. My ding-a-ling, my ding-a-ling. I want to play with my ding-a-ling. My ding-a-ling, my ding-a-ling. I want to play with my ding-a-ling once more.
Farrell says, did Fergie sing this? Also, both Girius and Furry knew it.
Yeah, Chuck Berry.
Oh wow, okay, well this was a great way to end the stream.
Alright. It is broken.
Yes! And on that bombshell, with the mentioning of a ding-a-ling.
With bells and whistles and ding-a-lings, we say goodbye to you tonight, and we will see you on the next stream next Wednesday.
Night. Yes. See you later, everyone. Thank you for attending. Bye bye.
Bye bye.